He asked, I beg, he has been asking how many people saw his this thing. Okay, okay, let's follow the uniqueness of different time zones. Maybe morning at your end, so I would say good morning, or afternoon at your end, and I'll also say good afternoon, or evening at your end. So permit me to say good evening. Welcome to the Global Clusters. And I want everyone here right now, if you're seeing this, then thanks be to God, means you are live. It means you are alive. You are alive. Yes, I said it 3 times on purpose. I wanted it to resound. All right. So God be praised. So acknowledge, um, you have to acknowledge him or give him thanks. So before we have our promo video, let me just quickly thank some people and introduce myself. All right. Um, quickly, I would like to thank Ambassador Dekunle Badmos, the global president, Chief Motrayo Badmos, the global first lady, and every clusterian, non-clusterians, everyone who has been contributing to the growth of the global clusters. We are saying a big thank you to you. Please don't relent, don't stop. Um, I want to also appreciate our host, Tennyson Jaja. Thank you for all you do. And Dr. Kari, I believe he will be in any moment from now. And we had a good time in the morning. Today's mind surgery was awesome. Honestly, you have to rewatch. And I'm hoping, we don't know, but we asked that our spokesperson, we requested that she should try to be here again for the survival strategies in the new normal. So if she's able to make it, fine. So okay, I am Fares. I am the lead voiceover artist of the Global Clusters, and I'll be your anchor for today. Let's quickly have our amazing promo video while we look into one or two
In today's
things
Nigeria,
together.
everything has changed. The economy is tough, prices keep rising, jobs are scarce, and the systems we once relied on are no longer working. Welcome to the new normal, a reality where survival is no longer about what you studied, but about what you know, what you do, and how you think. This is why the Global Clusters presents Survival Strategy in the New Normal, a weekly live meeting designed to equip Nigerians with the mindset, skills, and strategy to succeed, right here in Nigeria. We talk real solutions, how to turn your talent into income, how to rise in a digital world, how to build smart businesses, strong connections, and export your value globally. You know, this is not theory, this is practical survival, not just for the elites, not just for Lagos, but honestly for every Nigerian, Port Harcourt to Kaduna, Onitsha to Abuja. Join us every Monday by 5 p.m. and take charge of your future. Because in this new Nigeria, survival is a skill, and strategy is your greatest weapon. You can find us at the Global Clusters on X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, or just visit our website at www.theglobalclusters.org. This is not just a meeting, this is a movement. This is the Global Clusters.
All right. Welcome to the survival strategies in the new normal. Um, I want to welcome you all once more, and permit me to say that everyone needs to survive. All right. Plants need to survive. Um, Animals need to survive. Anything that has life needs to survive as well. Okay. So beyond survival, we need we need something to sustain our survival. So it's not just about surviving. Oh, I just want to survive. I just want to make ends meet. Once I am able to, um, get something or feed or from hand to mouth, then I am satisfied. I, for one, don't believe in that. So I believe we should go beyond survival. So it should be something you have to be able to sustain. You need sustenance. Okay. At the global clusters, we're always talking about nation building. We have people here and there, people within and without the shores of this nation, and we have people come talk to us, encourage us, mentor us, teach us skills, life skills, like Dr. Kari, his free webinars, he sometimes he talks about communication. At another time, he may talk about how to handle children. Okay, how to handle children. And sometimes, or at another time, he may decide to talk about how you reason, how you think. Okay, how you reason, how you think. Please, host, please bring Dr. Kari up. He just dropped a message for me on, I think the thing, it just popped up now. I'm doing, I may not be able to open that right now because I think it just popped up. Please, you can bring him up. I think he said he's in the room or something. Please bring him up so we can have him for. So, um, let me just equip every participant with actionable strategies to survive and thrive into this changing world, using real life examples and stories. Okay, so the new normal demands adaptability. Okay, the new normal demands adaptability. Post pandemic realities, economic uncertainties, digital shifts. The first example I want to share is a story of sharing the story is a story of someone who lost his job during a crisis but adapted by learning a digital skill and creating an online business. I have this young friend. We got talking today, and he said, um, "What's up?" He's not been around, and we've not been asking after him and stuff like that. So I had to apologize because I had to tell him that I'm so sorry. I've been quite busy, but I told him that I'm sorry. That's not an excuse. And I talked to him about these backups. I told him he is a musician, all right, and I told him he could create his own um, hub, and he can use his hub to train those who are willing to learn how to play the saxophone. All right, you want to play the saxophone, you understand? And he was quite excited. I also told him to join this evening's meeting. All right. So uh, we need digital skills. This is, I mean, someone created, he had to adapt by learning a digital skill and creating an online business. So if you're one of those saying, no, 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 I don't have time for the internet, I don't have, then it means you don't want to really do well. Um, Virtually all businesses can be brought to a platform like this, like online. You understand? You have to advertise, you have to showcase your talent, you know, you have to show people what you know how to do. Okay. Um, I'm not seeing any other person here right now. I I I would have loved the interactive kind. Okay. So maybe I'll come back to this. So I had wanted to ask participants to quickly share one challenge they face in the new normal. Okay, before we move on, um, health and safety foundation of survival. Health and safety foundation of survival. Host, please, if you can still hear me, please let me get feedback. Health and safety foundation of survival. So I'll be giving us some key points. We need hygiene, we need nutrition, we need immunity, we need mental health, we need exercise. All right. I remember some years back. Okay, thank you, our host. Some years back, I had this conversation. Some years back, I had this conversation with a friend. She's married today. All right, she's married today. She's no longer in Nigeria, and this is somebody who is slim. Like, she's not a chubby person. So that I told her that she needs exercise. You understand? You know what she said to me? She said, "No, it's only apt because I knew that she didn't have the right information, the right understanding that exercise is meant for every human being." All right. So talking about health and safety foundation of survival, key points. I was talking about hygiene, nutrition, immunity, mental health, exercise. So I quickly picked exercise, and I had to relate it. I had to bring in a real life story of a friend who once lived in Nigeria, and that was what she told me then when I said you need exercise. So you see, there's the way we think, the way you think, or what you think of a matter a lot. I mean, it's very very important. Okay, is very very important. So we need accurate information we give out. That's what the global clusters, that's what we're always bringing to the table: accurate knowledge, accurate information. I earlier I was talking about a guy, a young friend that I was talking to today, and he was saying he needs something that he can monetize. You understand? And I said to him, "Oh," and I showed him my screen. Yeah, I told him if he is in a place where he can. He said fine, and I shared my screen. I showed him. I logged in, and he saw everything. He saw the interface. He saw everything, and he said, "Beautiful." That maybe around 8 or thereabouts, he's going to call me so we can start afresh. All right. Right about now, I would like to quickly introduce the global president, um, in the person of Ambassador Aziz Adekunle Badmus. Boss, you're welcome. You can unmute and add your voice. I was talking about uh, um, the post-pandemic realities, economic uncertainties, digital shifts. So I quickly shared a story about someone who lost, people who lost their job during a crisis, but adapted by learning a digital skill and creating an online business. So, and I moved on to, no one was in the room then. I mean, when I say nobody was in the room, I actually wanted it to be an interactive session. So I said I'll come back to this point. I wanted to ask participants to quickly share one challenge they face, okay, in the new normal. But let me allow our one and only, our amiable Ambassador Adekunle Badmus to quickly unmute and add his voice before I continue. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. I can see that you're busy. I can see people behind you, and you're always on the move, whether he's on the bus or driving. He's always, always busy doing something meaningful. Boss, unmute, sir. Let's hear from you.
Okay. Excellent day to you all. I can see Dr. Kari coming on board right now. That is our patron from the United
Oh, I
States.
think we lost him. Okay,
Hello, can you hear
let
me?
me continue. So I mentioned about
Hello?
five, six
Hello?
points. So
Hello?
let me quickly share this
Hello?
story. Okay, you're back, sir. We lost you. Okay, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes,
Can you
we
hear
can
me?
hear you. We can hear you.
oh, Dr. Kari is around also. Okay. Okay, Dr.
Can you hear me?
Kari, as soon as the global president adds his voice, I'll bring you forward.
Dr. Kari, excellent day to you all. Dennis is here. I'm here at NRI headquarters, and there is something spectacular that is currently going on. It's survival strategies in the new normal. Nigerians, African, these you could use to survive. What you could use to survive. There is a challenge that is currently going on right now on toothpaste. And I want Dennis to quickly pass the information. You understand? Let's do it this way. Pass the information, Dennis, introduce yourself and your position and everything. Hold the phone like this.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dennis.
No, let's do like this.
Okay. So this is about the NRI Creativity Challenge. It's ongoing now. It started on 26th November. So this about the challenge. All you have to do is log into www.nrilimited.com. When you do that, you buy two toothpaste of 6,000 naira. You see the procedure. Then when you do so, you now create a creative video for up to 45 minutes so you can join the challenge. Then the most engaging videos have the privilege or the chance of winning two cars as the face. It has three categories actually. The first category is eligible to win two a car for a male and a female. Then for the influencers, have the slots are up to 15 slots. You can win 500,000 naira, 1 million and dollars. Then for the teen category, yeah, the male and the female category, which you can win up to 2 million naira. That's about it. You can go and show them the car outside. One of the cars is ready.
Okay.
Park outside. Only loaded.
So the audience is listening to you.
So this life,
Yes.
you know, part of our it's a part of our corporate social responsibility, giving back to the society, in the well organized manner, you know. So up to over 70 million, the two cars to be given, to be awarded, and you have a scholarship, deal and you know endorsement as well. So, but it's a creativity challenge, adding value. It's not just about the regular challenge.
When I buy the toothpaste, it's like they take money back again to buy more.
When you just buy the toothpaste, two unit for 6,000, because a unit is 3,000.
Okay.
Then you sort for the toothpaste. You're going to use the toothpaste, but create a content
Yes.
with the toothpaste, engaging content. Then tag us. We'll be able to select the among the best content, and then that move the contestant to the next phase where you create your fan base and you canvas for votes. But
Okay.
we are going to give the target,
uh, in terms of the reach
Mm-hmm.
for the voting.
Mm-hmm.
Then the highest vote, you know, male and female category win the two cars. The
Oh,
same thing with the scholarship category.
all right.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I think for the scholarship category, we'll consider the age bracket.
All right.
The teens.
All right.
Participants should be in their teens.
You are currently listening to the 001 People to People Revolution of the Global Clusters, and is currently the CEO and founder of NRI. And this opportunity is coming to everyone. The toothpaste is herbal toothpaste. They are organic toothpaste, and guys, you can actually take advantage of this. I'm live here in the headquarters and trying to ensure that everyone have this great opportunity. So I want to add over the betting back to Forex. There will be a video on the Spark Up, which Cluster and Williams will post for everyone so that you can actually see how to go about it and how to engage in this. It's another way to survive. Just take it and explore it. Over to you, Forex, and let's have Dr. Kari so that Dr. Kari can actually, speak to us as to other means of surviving in the new normal. Thank you very much. God bless.
Yes, boss. Thank you, sir. Dr. Kari, sorry, I sent you a message. I don't know why you were unable to come up, but thank God you're here. I believe it's the network now.
Hmm.
Kindly unmute, sir. Dr. Kari,
I, I
kindly unmute, sir.
I think I'm unmuted. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
So it is survival strategies in the new normal. Survival strategies in the new normal. So everyone, please kindly pay close attention.
Please have a
Pay close
seat.
attention. Dr. Kari is going to be giving us amazing, amazing tips, real life, tools or things we can um, use to upskill.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Hello? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. So you can hear me. Yeah, we're good. You can hear me okay? Hello, hello. Um, I can start the session. I just wanted to make sure you can hear me okay. Can you hear me out there? The subject survival,
No, no.
and
Okay.
1 second. Oh, good. Um, so survival is, Mr. Perez, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, it's quite better now, sir. Yes, now it's better. It froze at some point. It froze. Oh no. What's happening to this
No?
network?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello?
It's
Hello?
it's fluctuating. But we can hear you
Hello?
now. All right, we can hear you.
Oh,
Go
good.
ahead, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So survival is important. Let's talk about survival. And you survive physically by taking care of your body. That's the most important thing. If you're tired, you can't work. If you're tired, you get moody or you have negative emotions. So you want to take care of your basic physical situation. That means get 7 hours of sleep. If you're getting 3 hours or 4 hours, that's not good. You're going to have trouble. You're not going to be able to pay attention. You're not going to have the energy you need. And you can't just work a few hours and then get tired and then give up. So that's why energy is so important. Money is energy. When you make things happen, it's energy. We're talking about energy. And really, survival is very much dependent. You need good energy to survive. And again, money is energy. Money makes things happen. But how do you get financial prosperity? How do you get money? It's called exchange. Money is a valuable in exchange for a service or a product. Service, I paint your house, I clean your car, I babysit your child, I help you with your accounting, your finances, your taxes. These are services. Products are physical items that you can see, like a shirt or a computer. So the the basic principle, and I've been a business consultant for many, many years, and I've run many companies. So I'm telling you that from experience, your most basic fundamental principle on financial success and survival is exchange. You have to exchange for money or another product. Like in the long time ago, I would give you chickens and you would give me wheat. I would give you wood and you would give me eggs. That's called exchange. And exchange is the basic principle, the basic fundamental of financial success. Exchange in high quantity and high quality. You exchange, like if you're a painter, you don't paint one painting and just wait for money to come. You paint many paintings and you work on your quality while you make your paintings available. You have to have a quantity and you have to have quality when we're talking about financial survival. If anything you're making, you have to have a lot of them. If you're cooking meals, you can't just cook a couple meals, you won't make enough money. So, one, you want to cook good meals, healthy, tasty, yummy meals, but in quantity. And so, how fast you produce a service, if you're painting someone's house, but also how beautiful it looks, and that's quality. Some people try to make money by stealing and they will not survive very well. Some people make money by get, selling you products that are not, they're fake. Somebody the mic, somebody's mic is unmuted. If you can mute your mic, that'd be great. I guess I have to put a chat. Please mute your mic. Please mute your microphone. I don't know if anybody can help me with that and tell the person to mute their microphone. Okay, well, we're talking about keys or survival to survival for yourself. Physically, you want to have energy. Survival, you want to make sure you have good relationships. If you're fighting with people, you're mentally not going to survive well. You're going to not be able to pay attention. You're not going to feel good. So I surround myself with good people. I do things to uplift my emotion. I go for walks and look at things. I listen to music. I don't listen to bad news, negative music, bad things. I just stay away from that and I keep my emotion high. And then when I work, I have energy and I do a good job. I do the best job I can and I study every week so I get better at what I do. Very important that you set aside time every week to study. Now, how do you study? In a quiet place that's not noisy. How do you study? You study and read or listen and make sure you understand every word, everything you hear or you read. Now, this is the key for survival. If you cannot study, you cannot learn. If you cannot learn, you do not have skill and you cannot improve yourself. So if you want help with any of these things, just let me know and I will send you free information to improve any of these areas of survival. You have, and my email is Carrie, Cary, B as in boy, G as in girl, the number 3 at gmail.com. CarrieBG3 at gmail.com. And my WhatsApp +1 727 488 7988. Here to help. Now you have 8 areas of survival: physically, mentally, family, Your group, if you have a company, you're part of an organization, you're part of a company, you want the survival of your company. You don't want everybody not doing well because you will not do well. You have a boss, you help him as much as you can. You do the best job you can. You support your fellow teammates, employees, your boss. You help your boss. And if you don't like your boss and you're jealous of him or you want to take his job, that's going to hurt the company. The way companies expand, the way organizations expand is we support our leaders. We make their job easier. You help your leaders who hired you or had you join their group. You support your leaders because that'll help the group expand. This is the key for organization and group survival. We support our executives, we support our leaders. Now, if our leaders are not doing a good job, and if they're hurting other people, then that's not a good group for you or a good company for you. But we shouldn't be in a group or a company where you don't want to be there. You're fighting to be there. You don't want to be there. You don't like being there. You're depressed. You're unhappy. You're angry. You don't want to be in that company. You don't want to be in that group or that church, or you're fighting with people. You either resolve the differences with people through communication or you go to another group. You resolve it using common sense and intelligence, and you keep communicating until the problems are solved. You just sit there and keep communicating, not with bullets, not with bats or guns or anger or violence. We resolve our problems and our differences with communication. And we could all be better at communicating. If you're angry with someone, a wife, a husband, your employer, or somebody in your group, communicate and sit down and keep communicating. Turn your phone off and have a really good conversation until your problems are resolved, because communication can resolve any problem. But we don't communicate enough. We get more angry, more angry, more angry, and then we're fighting each other. No, that's not the answer. You maintain your calm. You maintain the communication. Even if you're son or daughter or husband, wife, anybody, you keep communicating. Even if you get angry, you keep discipline yourself not to get violent with people because your emotions are stirred up. If your emotions get stirred up, that has to do with your past. I promise you, any awful emotion has to do with something that happened in the past. Either something you did that wasn't good or something that happened to you that wasn't good. So when you're dealing with people and it's a very intense situation, remain calm. If you have to go for a walk and come back and continue the conversation, keep those connections going with good communication. You can build an organization, a family with that. As soon as we start hitting our children and hitting each other and screaming and yelling, it just gets worse. I'll give you an example. If your television is not working properly, do you beat your television, hit your television with a bat or a stick? Do you scream at the television? If your computer's not working, do you smash your computer? Or do you scream and yell at your computer and holler, "You stupid computer"? Or do you try to figure out what's wrong? We have children and things go wrong. Many times people just scream and yell at their children because they're frustrated or their emotions are stirred up, or that's what happened in their past, that their parents beat them or yelled at them. And then they take that experience and use that. And that's not good. You have to discipline yourself to not let your past control your relationships with people. And there's ways to get rid of pain from the past, but that's not what this is. That is part of your survival. But for right now, if you get too much of a temper, you go for a walk and you look at the trees and you look at things till you calm down and you're a little feel better emotionally, and you can deal with the group and you can deal with people, because dealing with people in groups is challenging. We have differences. You don't agree with this. I don't agree with that. I don't like the way you did it. I don't like the way you did it. I don't like the way you cook. We can deal with those things calmly with communication. You don't have to go crazy. So again, if your television, your computer, your car's not working, you don't beat it with the stick to make it work. You don't destroy something because your emotions, you can't control your emotions. Learn to control your emotions. And you can go for a walk. If you're getting too angry with someone, just stop. Don't even keep going. Stop. Go for a walk. Calm down. Please, let's control ourselves. Okay, you feel yourself, you're getting hot, you feel your temper rising, you feel your anger increasing. Stop and go for a walk. It is survival that you control your emotions because many bad things have happened to us in the past. Of course, we're going to explode. Don't let yourself ruin your relationships, ruin your business, ruin your company, ruin your staff because you cannot control yourself. That's what happened with teachers and parents. They just get so frustrated and so angry about something, even little thing. And you know what happens? After, when they hit somebody or scream at someone or smash their car or the television because they're so angry, road rage, they regret it. They end up in jail. You end up damaging your relationships. It's not survival. You cannot keep the relationships going that way. So believe me, I've been in the people business for 45 years. Believe me, we have to improve ourselves so we can deal with life challenges better. You are the foundation of a beautiful building. You are the foundation of a great life. Don't destroy our relationships because of emotions that overcome you. Go for a walk and calm down, and then we can have a rational interaction and conversation to solve our problems together. You have to solve things with your wife and your friends and your company and your boss. Communication solves problems, not violence. Your car doesn't work right. Don't smash it with a hammer or smash your car because it's not working properly. Take it to the car mechanic or learn how to fix it yourself. We get so frustrated, and this is a big problem in our lives. We get so frustrated that things are not working properly. People are not listening. Things are happening. We are confused. We don't know why it's happening. Well, the worst thing you can do is take your emotion and throw it on someone else. It's not their fault. You might think it's their fault that you're angry, but believe me, it's not their fault. Some people do things to upset each other all the time. But maybe the upset comes from your own past and your mind, your memories. That's probably where most of the upset, anger, sadness, loneliness, um, suicide thoughts. You know, you get these crazy thoughts or voices in your head. You know where that comes from? It comes from the past bad memories, past painful times, times that we don't even know what happened. And those things take over our attitude, our actions. Don't let it happen. If you find something starting to take over, or you're hearing voices that you want to slap your child or hit your wife or do something that you shouldn't do, stop and grab yourself and get a hold of yourself and go for a walk. Just get away from that situation till you can calm down and get your sanity and get your rational thinking back, because it's not you. This stuff that takes over is like I'm so angry I could shoot someone. Don't let it take over. Don't act on those emotions because it's not survival. It's not you. It's from the past. And you are not your past. You're not your past memories. You're not the past pain that you feel. You're not, you you have a thought and you get happy or you get sad or something happens. You're not the thought. You're not the memory. You're you, affected by the memories, affected by your past, affected by the past pain. You had a fight with someone. The next time you see him, you still feel that. You had a fight with your wife in the morning. You come home, you still feel it. That's your mind. triggered, reactivated, the painful memories. That's what is happening. And it's not you. You are not the negative emotions. And you can separate yourself from that and maintain your own emotion, your own self. You've had this happen. You've done something irrational, maybe a temper, maybe you hit someone, maybe you did something, maybe you hurt yourself. People have done that. And then afterwards, you know what you think? You go, that wasn't me. How many times have that happened that you go, I didn't mean to do it. That wasn't me. You're right. It's not you. Do not let the past take over your life and ruin your emotions, ruin your connections, ruin your family, ruin the love that you have. We all have this happen. Every single one of us, this happens to. Where a bad experience in the past comes back, it's triggered, it's reactivated. It could happen at any moment, and all of a sudden you feel sad or get suicidal thoughts or stressed out. Where's that headache or the uncomfortableness or the lack of confidence, or I'm going to fail, I'm never going to make it? Where do these things come from? They come from the past memories that are triggered or reactivated, and they take over our emotions and they take over our success, and they can ruin things. You just, if you can't push it away, and if it's there so strong, you got to go for a walk. And just turn your phone off, please, and just go for a walk and look at the trees and just do this. I can't tell you how many times I've done this and done this with others. It's a simple technique. It works every time. Go for a walk until you're more yourself. You feel better. You're not jacked up. Oh, go for a nice walk before you act, because you will regret it, because something else has taken over you. Go for a walk and just look at the trees and look at the people and look at the cars and look at the grass and look at the sky. Just keep walking and looking and walking and looking until you feel better. I promise you, just do this and you watch what happens. I'm not making this up. It's a real therapy technique that brings the temperature down on the mind and how the mind takes over people's actions. I have trained on this for over 40 years. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. The mind is extremely powerful, but you are more powerful because you can turn it off, you can turn it on. You can look at it, or you can just look at something else. But the past can be very, very powerful. We've had a lot of bad things happen. We've done bad things and we've had bad things happen to us. Both of those things influence our actions, our thinking, our confidence, our sanity, our happiness is influenced by painful experiences from the past. Okay. Now, there's a way to get it out of you or away from you so it's not getting in your way. And that's a very powerful thing, a very good thing to do, is to learn how to get rid of that negative stuff in your life you don't need. The memory's good to have, but not all the other baggage. They call it baggage. Really, it's just pain and painful emotion. All the way back, and some people don't know about this, but I know about this, that you have memories even before you were born that can contain harmful energy, pain, that can cause you to react in situations and lose control of yourself. So we have recordings, memories in the mind that contain pain all the way back to before we're born. And the more we understand this, the better we can have a family, the better we can have peace of mind, the better we can control ourselves and remain calm when things are not going well. Many times things are not going well and we lose our mind, or we lose our patience, or we lose our temper, or we feel really horrible. Well, believe me, all that stuff in the past makes it worse. And there's something we can all do about that. And that's why this training is so important. Because I promise you, they're not teaching you how the mind works in university. They're not. I know. I'm a university teacher. I've taught in hundreds of universities. I'm not kidding you. I know. In the US, in Brazil, I've been all over the world. They're not teaching you how the mind works. And you cannot teach what you do not know. Never listen to somebody who's teaching you about something who doesn't get results, who doesn't really know. You're not going to learn how to cook from somebody who cannot cook. You're not going to learn how to repair a car if somebody doesn't know how cars work, how the engine works. An expert gets results every time. Not sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't work. No, an expert, a professional gets results every time. And that's what we want for you. We want you to be an expert on your own self and your own self survival, success, happiness. So important. So there's many websites that have free materials, books, videos, courses, a lot of free things out there that will empower you to be able to bring out more of your own potential, your own ability. You might have thought people only use 10% of their potential. You've heard that. People use a small amount of their capacity. It's like you have a computer and you can have a terabyte of memory and you only use a tiny bit. You have unlimited potential. You really do. And we want to bring that out. We want to help you bring that out. Nobody's going to do that for you, but we can help. I know you may have been betrayed and let down in the past. Doesn't mean you cannot become an incredible success in any area of life. An artist, a husband, a wife. No matter how bad it seems, we can improve. No matter how bad it is and how long bad things have been going on, you can change. And knowledge and skill, tools help us do that. We're offering you a lot of free things so you can go out in the world and not just help yourself, but help your family, help your friends, help your community, help your parishioners in your church, help the employees in your company. We can do so much better. And it's a great thing to be able to be successful. It's a great thing. So that's my wish for you. That's why I do this. Dedicated my life to helping others achieve greater success. And I'm going to leave you with a quote. I'm going to give you a website. It's Dianetics.org is the number one technology on how the mind works. Dianetics. Dianetics.org. Free video. Watch it. You'll know right away. Is this good? Not good. You will know. You will test it for yourself and you'll see, is this work or not work? And nobody has to convince you. You know. Also, we have a free course to increase your survival potential. It's a survival course at the website called thewaytohappiness.org. Thewaytohappiness.org. Free course, free books, amazing. I've been using that for 40 plus years. Amazing. I stopped the war in Sudan with that information, that book. Free ebook for kids and teenagers. www.goodchoicesebook.org. Free common sense book. So there, we're giving you some tools. If you want a webinar for your group, I'm ready to help. I am very thankful for President Goodmus and his leaders, Perez and others who are helping to bring you these programs every day. This is not happening in other places in the world. This is very unique that you're getting technology to deal with life. You're getting knowledge and tools to deal with life every day. This is amazing situation. People have to pay for this in schools and companies. They pay for this kind of training. Take advantage of it. Bring your friends. Watch your life improve in front of your eyes. because that is the answer to any training. Am I getting better, more intelligent, solving problems faster, or am I getting worse? That's your answer. It's common sense. Thank you, President Goodmas. Thank you for global clusters and all of you clusterians. I am very, very honored and helpful to be able to talk to you today. And that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And I hope to see you maybe tomorrow.
Wow, wow. This is amazing. This is spectacular. Thank you, Dr. Kari, for that wonderful, wonderful lecture today on survival strategies in the new normal. It was delivered with a lot of passion. Thank you very much. You know, internet will never forget, the earth will never forget all of your love towards humanity. It's survival strategies in the new normal. And I believe that we are all picking something today. Um, I don't know how many people are online, but we will need you to drop your comments. You need to comment, you need to drop your takeaways. We want to learn from you that what do you think? What's your take on today's survival strategies in the new normal? So we need you to give us your submission concerning the survival strategies in the new normal. Having said that, I quickly want to announce to everyone listening to me right here, you're listening to the voice of Dr. Adekunle Badmos, the global president of the Global Clusters. And I'm doing a big announcement right now. It's on the digital literacy. By 2030, we want to achieve over 1 billion African digital literacy empowerment initiative. African digital literacy empowerment initiative. And to start with, we're starting with Nigeria and some other countries. Nigeria is doing starting with 37 million. Of course, it's going to be scalable to over 100 million as time goes on. We're doing 37 million digital literacy, you know, empowerment movements. You just need to go to the Spark Up right now. Download the Spark Up app on Play Store. Give us nice rating, and you know, uh, go to the Spark Up, sign up, connect with me. That's it on your screen. Connect with Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos and great Sparkies on the Spark Up. We have a lot of great Sparkies, global leaders. Connect with every one of them on the Spark Up, and it's a no-brainer. It's a real deal. It's the global clusters first giant movement to make sure that everyone is digital compliance, because if you're not digital savvy in this new normal, it might be difficult for you to even evolve or emerge in anything good. So, how to become a digital entrepreneur is the first course you're going to take. And the second course is creative thinking for success. You know, mastering creative thinking for success. So it's a no-brainer. These are the two courses. You earn the certificate. We need volunteers to champion this in their community. In your community, you can be the one to champion this great movement. In your local government, in your states, you can champion this great movement. And early hours of the day at the survival strategies, we actually share something from NRI, from our 001 people to people revolution of the global clusters. That is Professor Clinton Brown. actually share some great things with us. NRI have a lot of product that have been turned into a movement, and everyone needs to harness this great opportunity of all of these great products. You know, all of these great products. So we are not joking here. The movement have started. People have started taking the course. From age 10 upward. You can be young at heart. You can be 80 years old and still take these courses, to become a digital entrepreneur. We are in the era of content creating. Everyone is creating unique and different kind of content, and you need to learn how to do that. So go to the Spark Up. If you're using an iPhone, go to your Safari and type www.thesparkups.org, and you can actually add to your home screen, the app, so that you can start using it. You know, you can connect with great minds, connect with great ops for nation building. You see, there is no two ways for you to develop in life. Is for you to submit to quality and accurate learning. No one has imagined anything without quality and accurate learning. And that is why you see people want to forge certificates, they want to forge things, and you don't need to forge anyone right now. The Spark Up will give you this and equally get you someone to sponsor you into the UK diploma courses. So this is not a joke. We are not here to joke. Every day, today alone, I think I've signed in news packets, almost 20 news packets. How many have you signed up? Sign up news packets and let them start engaging in learning. And that is how we can create a beautiful Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we can create a United States of Africa. So our mantra is make Nigeria and Africa great again. Make Africa and Nigeria great again. Manga. Manga. Africa is our continent and it's a sleeping giant. And the global cluster is here to wake this giant up. We are not joking about waking this giant, and we're igniting it. We're creating a light that you cannot put off on digital literacy. You know, everyone must be digital literacy compliance in such a way that by the year 2030, over 1 billion African people will know a lot about digital literacy. They will have created billionaires out of digital literacy. Back end and front end programmers, Python, data analysis, cyber security, computer engineering, graphics designing, and so many other things. A plus, CompTIA A plus certified, CCNA certified. A lot of people will gain all of this exposure through the global clusters movement, and it's free to them. Nation building shouldn't cost you anything. So we want every click custodians to ensure that everyone in your contact is harnessing this great opportunity to be able to emerge. So it's a no-brainer. While I was speaking, I saw that Ambassador Aposedeko came in. It's survival strategies, but we're closing the door right now. And I saw some people coming in. I will need you to rewatch what we have done this evening, and I need you to write up your submission on YouTube, on the Spark Hub, and on Facebook, and on our WhatsApp group. So please kindly share the live streaming. Great opportunity are opening up for Nigerian youth right now. Become a digital literacy. I don't want to hear that I don't have a job. And that is why we want to equip you with this mind surgery training. It's a no-brainer. It's a real deal. Don't joke with your life. The developed nation that you are all craving for, once your life is developed, it connotes Nigeria is developed. Why? Because it is a consortium of individuals that constitute people, and it is people that are called nation. And that is why it's very important that everyone empower yourself with this great training and with the ups in the Spark Hubs. Having said that, I want to draw the curtain here today by asking a simple question. In case
Hello,
you
boss.
listen, yes,
Sorry to cut you, sir. Sorry, the network caused all the delays. I actually wanted to quickly say something, but if
oh yeah, go
I'll be
ahead,
very,
go
very.
ahead, go ahead.
All
After
right,
you
all right.
speak, let's Ambassador Rabose go speak.
Oh,
All
beautiful.
right,
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
sir. So, I have a summary for us, and the objective is to equip individuals with simple, actionable ways to survive and thrive in today's changing world. Okay, and you remember from the onset or from the beginning, we talked about health. When Dr. Kari spoke, he talked about health. If you're not fine, you can't work. If you don't have energy, if you're not fine mentally, physically, you cannot work. So health and safety, prioritize hygiene, nutrition, exercise, and mental well-being. And a student grew a rooftop garden and stayed healthy during the pandemic. I beg your pardon. Number two, financial resilience. Budget carefully, save emergency funds, and diversify income streams. A trader started teaching online to create a financial buffer. Number three, digital and technological adaptation. Learn new digital skills, take advantage of the Spark Hubs, stay cyber aware, and adapt to remote tools. An entrepreneur shifted from physical, I'm adding examples, short. An entrepreneur shifted from physical events to virtual events, doubling clients. And you have the Spark Hubs, take advantage. I have been talking to people about it, I have been sharing my screen, and so on and so forth. Number four, social and emotional strength. Build support networks, practice gratitude, and manage stress. It's very, very important. You have to manage stress. Every Nigerian needs, you have to learn how to manage stress. All right. In the midst of everything that is happening, you have to learn how to manage stress. So, a teacher connected with peers online to improve remote teaching and reduce stress. This is something I've been doing before, you understand? And I have to go back to it like fully, you understand? Telling you, I'm talking to myself. All right, the last one, strategic planning and life skills. Set short and long term goals, be adaptable, and solve problems creatively. Did you hear that? Yes, creatively. A shop owner used WhatsApp sales to save her business during flooding. This is one amazing example. So, finally, my key takeaways: survival in the new normal requires a combination of health, finances, digital skills, mindset, and planning. Start small, pick one habit, skill, or goal today to improve your resilience. I remain Fares. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, boss. Thank you.
Wow, that's the voice
Ambassador
of
Abosede.
Dr. Fares, the diction guru himself. Let's hear from Ambassador Abosede. What's your take on today's survival strategies in the new normal? Ambassador Abosede, the real estate cluster of the global clusters. Talk to us, please. Ambassador Abosede, are you there?
All right, good evening, sir. I'm there. I just also first of all, I want to say I'm sorry for coming in late. I actually have been busy throughout the day. I came in, I just relaxed, I slept. Also, when I just woke up, I checked it. I said, "Wow!" So I had to quickly join, and I'm going to listen again and again. Well, a big thank you to Dr. Karim for. In fact, I really missed today because the health aspect of it, or anything that has to do with health, I'm always interested, because health is life. If you are healthy, then you can even think, plan, and execute. If one is not healthy, it's a whole lot of, there's no deal as per planning. So health is very important. It's part of survival strategy, because if you are not doing fine, it is not that easy for somebody to even be energized to carry out, daily routine, talk less of achieving. For someone to achieve the health, that is why I just want to say that um part of learning in life is learning about how your body functions, the organs of your body, your bladder, your kidney, your liver, your heart, and all the things you need to do, just like I said. And I want to add my voice that occasionally we should go for medical checkup, whether one is down or not. One needs to, check up, because the stress in the world today, especially in Nigeria, the stress, the ups and downs, the traffic today, traffic in Lagos today was something else. Right from early hours in the morning to everywhere got blocked. Third Mainland Bridge, everywhere, Ikeja, GRA. So all those stress, one needs to check up, and then one needs to, take the right kind of meal, the right
So
kind of meal. So we are not going to have much time,
that's where we are
but
going.
I want to say that health is
Oh,
wealth. Let us take our health very seriously. And let's
I
always
see it.
plan
This is
on the
I
new
know
things
it
to
now.
do to
I used to
survive.
lunch there several times.
So, sir, I think I will not contribute more than that because of our time.
No,
But
go
to
ahead. Go ahead.
survive now, okay, okay, thank you, sir. We need to take our health very seriously, like I've said, and do daily, routine checkup periodically, not necessarily waiting till one is down, because when you are strong, then you can think. When you can think, you can carry out the plan, and you can plan and succeed. So I really say a big thank you to Dr. Kani for that, for opening our eyes once again. And again, surviving today I was talking to my son. I was like, hey, what is happening? And the show he did. I said we should thank God for those that came, because what is going on in Nigeria today? Anybody that can still come out and say, okay, I'm putting this amount to get this to, so the person is so the economy itself is not friendly. The year is coming to an end. A lot of budget, a lot of expenses, a lot of bills to pay. But I want to advise that in all this, we should cut our size according to our coach. We should not overshoot our boundary. We should not say because somebody is buying this for Christmas, somebody is doing the me too, I want to do it. What you can do, do. There's always another Christmas, there's always another time, there's always another, period. So just do what you can do. Yorùbá ní ẹnìyẹn wo aago aláago sáré, má ẹ̀ka wo aago aláago sáré. That is, don't look at what somebody is doing. You just be yourself. In that case, you can survive. That is, be yourself. If it is 3 square meal you were eating, if you think you can afford only two, eat it and plan it. In between meals that are not necessary, remove it and just be comfortable. And don't look at what somebody is killing for Christmas, what somebody is doing, this, that. Just be yourself, because there's a whole lot of stress everywhere. The only way we can survive, like doctor said, and as Fares summarized, you also need to keep some things as savings. No matter what you get, try to still save some. And as we are going into New Year 2026, I want to conclude that all clusterians should begin to, think, should begin to plan ahead. What am I going to do this new at the blast of the whistle of 2026? What am I starting? What am I doing? Today I thought about 3 businesses that I dropped. I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe if I can start 1 or 2 there next yearly, so that at least it can be giving me side income, additional income, side income. They will help to take care of some little things. Just like Rosera Fares said, he's going to take back what he was doing. So there are some things you were doing before, you didn't succeed anyway, maybe because of circumstances or because you were not in the right place with the right people. Some of those things I did then, if I had gotten to know people like Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, if I had gotten to be in the global cluster then, with the way I've been exposed, with the way I've been taught, if I've known someone like Ambassador that time, about 2 of those businesses would not have died. I'm sure by now would have been so big. So being in the right place with the right people help. So begin to think of some of those abandoned businesses that you did not continue, maybe due to one thing or the other, no support, no training, nobody to keep you going and say you can do it, pat you at the back. Nobody can be your mentor, nobody can stand, nobody can care like be going, you can do it. Just like we have now in the global clusters, in the sparkles, in our own boss, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, and all of our leaders here in Sheyi Makinde and all of our leaders. So as we have them now, we should think of what we were doing before that was bringing something, but we dropped due to maybe discouragement. We can pick it up. And as we start new year, just think of one or two things you can do to join what you have done this year. So that as you are starting, you are also cushioning the effect of the high cost of living in Nigeria. Little here, little there. So let's think of what you can do extra at the blast of the whistle. Begin to plan it now. And we have another time to talk, sir. Thank you very much.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. That is amazing, amazing, amazing contribution. I saw Abigail. Okay, can you add your voice? What's your take? What do you think about the survival strategies in the new normal? Abigail, can we have you? Unmute yourself, talk to us. Hello? Hello, Abigail. Are you there? Okay, if Abigail is not available, I want to draw the curtain here today. I want to appreciate everyone. One major thing everybody listening to me should do right now. If you're not doing this, please don't complain that look at our nation, look at what's happening. There is no two ways about it. There is no any how we can grow than for us to submit ourselves to quality and accurate learning. No two ways about it. There is no abracadabra anywhere. It is when your life, that development that you want to see with your eyes, start from your life. If your life is developed, that means Africa, Nigeria is developed. So it's a no-brainer. I want to appreciate everyone for coming by, and I want to say thank you very much for adding your voice to what we have done today. And I will be saying, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We are not just a nation building, we're not just a social media platform with a marketplace with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. And it's proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa to the world. To join us, just go to www.thesparkups.org, or you download the app on Play Store. Download the app on Play Store, you know, uh, the Spark Ops. If you're using an iPhone, go to your Safari, search for the sparkups.org, and join us. There is a movement currently going on, 37 million, youth digital literacy empowerment movement. Join it. There are two courses in the Spark Up that you have to take. Then you'll be up. You engage in meetings like this, nation building meetings like this. Then we'll put you up for a UK diploma program sponsored by our partners, both local and international partners. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.